In the previous video, we showed you guys how we made a professional and highly flexible film studio in the center of Oslo in Norway. But how professional and flexible is it actually? When the Kenyan artist group MATATA asked us to make 3 music videos within 3 days, I was like, could we make those 3 music videos in our studio in 3 days? We need to prove that this film studio is flexible. I sat down and figured out how we could solve this. One video could be using the projector, RGB lamps and some interesting light effects. One video could be using the cyclorama wall and RGB lamps to create different backdrops. And the last video could be something crazy, like doing one takes with moving our fake walls and flats and using the projector and everything at the same time. Sounds a bit ambitious, but that's how we are in Views. We just want to do this and just let's go. So to make sure that MATATA and the team in Views, our film production company, were on the same page when it comes to the idea and execution, I invited MATATA to our studio to do some tests. The projector was going to play an important role for the music videos, and it's going to be used as backdrops, but also to create the effect of being inside an apartment and looking out of the window. However, there are some challenges with using a projector. We need to make sure that we don't see the edges of the video that is being projected on the wall. Number 2 is that you have to set your camera to the right shutter angle and frame rate to avoid flickery video. And number 3 is to be able to light the subject without spilling too much light on the video on the wall, because then it will lose the contrast and be washed out. In the video we made about the film studio, you could also see that Aaron from UK helped us to make these awesome walls on wheels, also called flats, so we could create different sets. And this music video shoot is the perfect project to test them out. Okay, what have we gotten ourselves into? Well, there's always a first time. So let's try and see what happens. So the first music video we want to shoot is called This Love. Here we were going to use the cyclorama wall with the projector, RGB lamps in the ceiling to imitate the light from the video, and use some special light modifiers. And music!
I know you know that we both seen us. Love is a game when we both win us. Ocean put is back between us. We knew to love, we both beginners.
The camera we used was the Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro with some interesting cine lenses. We'll come back to those lenses a bit later in the video. So we had to operate the focus wirelessly, which is very common. And that's when the smart ecosystem of DJI comes in. On the gimbal, which is the DJI RS3 Pro, we can easily attach a new wireless transmitter from DJI, connect it to the camera, and send a high-quality video signal to the new DJI High Bright Remote Monitor. Here we can use the handles you get for this monitor to adjust the focus and the gimbal itself. We have used this setup for many shoots already, like the adventure film we shot in the forest. And with a high-gain antenna set, you can easily operate the gimbal and focus from far away. We actually tested this quite heavily on a shoot we had with Polestar, where the car with the director drove after the car we were filming in, and the director could easily see what was happening in the car.
Hey! Woo! Nice!
Since you get limited angles when shooting with a projector, we also wanted to shoot some dance scenes showing your whole body. And then we turned off the projector and used only lights instead. So what's cool is that the 60X, you can get this spot lens mount, where you can experiment with creating shapes. It has these gobo filters, so we can create different moods and shapes. And it was so easy to just change one mood to another because we have the lamps in the ceiling and we have all the equipment in the studio. We can just change modifiers, we can change the different lamps, and we can control everything from the app Decided's Link on an iPad. So we could turn off the lamps, make it brighter, make it red, make it blue, anything. So really quick setup, and that fitted this music video very well. Yeah.
first music video today. 3 music videos we have to do in 3 days. It's a lot of work. Man, we are busting our backs off, but we're really, really thankful for views.
My question is,
Yeah.
where is Kim? Kim
Kim is behind the camera.
Shout out to Kim. Hey Kim.
Yeah, we want to dance with you.
Okay.
In front of the camera, this is the music.
Just follow me. Let's go. Like this.
Oh shit. Okay, so day 1 was obviously a success. Now it was time for music video number 2. For the second music video, we were still going to use the cyclorama wall, but light it up in different ways. And Matthias was in charge of the cinematography and directing.
So for this video, we wanted to use a very simple setup with just some colored backdrops and the talent performing in front with lip sync and dancing. When using a white wall and lighting it up with bright colors, it's important to separate the foreground element from the background with some distance. Otherwise, the light on the foreground is going to end up spilling all over the back wall and making the colors look washed. Because of this, I opted for using a 35 and 50mm and medium shots for the most part. This effect becomes very apparent when you look at the few wide shots we did. So in one of the dancing shots, we had very little light on the talent, making the colors in the background pop, but then they almost just show up as silhouettes. While the shot on Fezzo, we had lots of colored lights on, but we also had bright lights on him, making the colors look really washed. So that's why it's really important to always separate the lights on the foreground from the background when you're using RGB lights on a cyclorama.
Ready, baby girl, I'm ready. Let me give you sweet love and chocolate. Ready, baby girl, I'm ready. Let me give you what you want, cause I got a plenty.
Hello.
This was also my first experience using the DZOFILM cinema lenses, and I really like them so far. As I don't know too much about the lenses, Morten will show you some of the key features.
One of the coolest things about the RS3 and the RS3 Pro is like the ecosystem around it. So there's so many cool accessories for it, and one of the new accessories that we got is this lens from DZOFILM. It's called the Vespid Cyber, and it is actually made for this gimbal. So we have this cable right here, which connects to the gimbal, and when you connect those two, you can use the autofocus LiDAR scanner, which is part of the RS3 Pro package, and it will automatically connect to the lens, so you don't have to calibrate every time you set up a new lens like you have to with other lenses. So just connect the cable and you're good to go, and you have autofocus. And I think they are going to release some pretty cool stuff soon, which will allow you to use it for like virtual production. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do, but it's really cool.
This shoot went well as well, happy so far, and now it was time for the most crazy advanced video, and I was so... I couldn't sleep. I'm excited. We just bought this fake floor. It's vinyl or vinyl. I'm curious how it looks. Aaron came back from UK to help us out with the advanced music video. And you know, I really wanted to have at least 5 different sets, 5 different locations that we could go from like one to another within a one take. So, and some of them were like a New York apartment, it was a barber shop, it was another apartment, it was a restaurant. So I'm so glad he came to help us out. He took the initiative to build some of the sets the day before because we realized that it was just too much stress to build the same day as we were filming, of course. So I'm glad we did that the day before.
I'm a bit worried it's a bit small for a barbershop though, that's the only thing. Do we need like a bigger one?
I brought some stuff to the, from home to the barbershop.
It's nice. Extra props to have.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Thanks, Anders.
This is so fun. This was like what I imagined when we bought this furniture for our office. We're using, so to say, everything we have at the office. Like here we have gray, more modern couch in this New York apartment, and the lamp we bought secondhand, using for another type of living room. We have this older couch we bought, and this teak furniture. Yeah, we had some plywood laying around, so we just used the plywood to make this bench. Today is the big shoot day for the advanced music video shoot, and already great job with preparations. It looks awesome. I just first have to admit that this kind of this music video project has been a bit nerve-wracking, because normally my emotions are a little bit stable, but like on this project it's like, whoa, what are we doing? And then we look at some footage like, yes, it's nice, and then what are we actually doing? And like up and down all the time. So this has been a bit stressful, and also I've been a bit sick, but I'm getting better now. For this advanced video, I thought, would we actually be able to do this? Will it look good? You know, sometimes you can start to overthink, you can start to do so much around everything that you're not focusing enough on actually what happens in front of the camera. We need to cover the fire alarms because we're going to use haze.
The restaurant scene, I think it's the only one that we haven't fully done planning.
I think the most important is that the talent, the actors, and in this case MATATA, the group, are able to blossom in front of the camera. And I was just, if we are now focusing too much on the technical stuff, maybe I will not have time to give them feedback. I will not have time to make the energy the right in this video. So I was a bit nervous about this actually. Start with the New York scene, as we know, Aaron.
Yeah. Okay. We'll bring furniture through into here, so it's all ready to go straight on, because the furniture is currently in that room.
Luckily, when you're able to talk about this with the team and you see they are there, they are eager to do this, you get motivation back. And that's also one of the reasons I wanted to start Views, the film production company, because I was working a lot alone as a freelance. Just sitting with people, getting feedback, getting a clap on the shoulder and like, well, you know, this is good, this is gonna be good. It helps so much. So I really recommend you guys, if you are working freelance or if you feel that you're doing everything in the project, try to share the responsibility with people. If you're alone, if you feel alone, it just ruins the whole thing. So work with people you like to work with. Find people that motivates you. It's important. We need someone to control the lights. That will probably be Simon. And we need someone to control the video from the projector. And then we need people to move the furniture. We have the focus assistant, that's Jonathan, the focus puller. It's a collaboration, so that feels good.
The music video we're doing today is called Oversized T-shirts, and definitely, you know, if it's a MATATA video, you need to dance.
Yeah.
Turns around towards the camera.
Yeah.
Then I go back.
Yeah.
And I see you.
So I think now we just do the whole thing. All right.
Go. Everybody's ready?
Yep.
Move your body, get closer. Morning to be looking sexy in my boxer. Sijana siku tulikesha. Iso beshi na room ya mwenye taosha. Bounce that bam 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 bam. Have you ever danced with a dancer? Don't worry, give me chance. Umepata bust down, don't stop, show off.
Say what you want, I'll give it to you, yeah. You don't feel like talking. Ooh, you bring it down there. Bring that back, I wanna see some more, yeah. You know you look so fine, so fine. I wanna see you when you whine.
So we're done with the first scene. It took so much time. Everything has to be so well timed. So it took so much time, but now it's done. We're happy. We're gonna go to the intro scene. Hopefully that's gonna go a little bit faster because we have the advanced scene later today. Okay. While we were shooting the intro in the makeup room, also called the monkey room, the others had to rig and prepare the studio for the next scenes.
You actuate in those now. Those good to go. We need Freddie.
Ready. shoot is going really well. And as you can see, we're teaching Richie how to walk on a treadmill. It's not an easy thing. He's trying, but I think through the wonderful skills of Anders, they're gonna learn how to walk on a treadmill. It is very complicated with the setups, but we have an amazing team on board, and I'm looking forward for the next scene. I wait for this guy to learn how to walk on a treadmill. Peace out.
Okay, what we can do, maybe she can come from the other side. It's better for the motivation of the camera. Now, it's the most complicated scene of them all. We're gonna change between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different scenes, different locations in one shot. What we have planned is, we know what we're gonna do. We need to set it up, fix the lighting, rehearse, and we have 2 hours to do this. Hopefully we'll be able to do it within 9 o'clock this evening.
Yeah, so Anders, slight change of plan. Shooting on the psych,
yep.
Then onto the barbershop scene,
yep.
Then onto the room scene,
yep.
Goes through the kitchen, back to the psych.
Yep. For this one take, we had to coordinate so many things.
No, that's close it. That's
no,
after the
it's
party.
not, is it? It's after the party. So
Yeah, there's so many things to think about. All 10 actors had to know exactly where to move. They had to hide from the camera and go back into the frame. The furniture has to be moved in the right time. The light has to be changed from set to set while the camera moves. In addition to the video that's being shown from the projector had to change. So here we're controlling the projector from the Mac. And also we have to control the lights from the app. Dina Maria, she's filming behind the scenes now. When she's not filming, she times the stock footage to what's happening here. And in addition to all this, the camera has to move perfectly, it has to be in focus, and also the artist, of course, the group has to deliver, they have to be happy with the shots. So there's so many things to think about. I bet we're gonna do this take a lot of times, but I was kind of prepared for that.
The restaurant scene, I think it's the only one that we haven't like fully done planning.
I just bought this stock footage right now. 75 euros. Luckily it was good, I think. We don't have the chairs, the same chairs as in the stock, but I think we're just gonna use the regular chairs and use their clothes hanging over the chair so we don't see it's wrong. Just need to be creative.
It's something new. I'm really excited. This is a complicated one. Let's see how it goes.
Projektorn ganska lys I forhold til dem. Okay, we're getting close to shoot the scene. We just need to rehearse and make sure everything is in place before we press the record button. Okay, ready for first take? You can see a preview now. Okay, let's go for one more take. Oh shit. Okay, one more. Okay, I think we have to do one more. Yeah. I would like to do one last.
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's look at it so we can all agree the perfection of it. Okay, guys, I can do a little bit better. It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. have it. 3-4 hours later, we do have it.
I feel absolutely great. We did such a nice job.
We managed to get the shot, I think. I haven't looked at it at the big screen, so that's gonna be interesting. It was around 9 o'clock, and that's the time when we said the crew could go home. So I just let the crew go home, and MATATA and I agreed beforehand that we should have some insert shots of them dancing and stuff like that, so we have a little bit more stuff to cut into the music video. So Kim, myself, Aaron and Simon on lighting, we were still there during the evening to shoot some of the insert shots.
Just the teamwork, man. It's amazing how many people showed up to just help in, to chip in. Today this was like one hell of a mountain that we were trying to climb. All these guys have been working tirelessly. Aaron behind the lens, and he's been here making the beautiful sets and making sure everything is okay. We have Kim there, assistant, helping everything to get into place. We have Anders, we have my guy over at the lights. We have so any company there, make sure you hire views.
OsloFilmstudio.com. We are finishing up the music videos now as we speak, so make sure you follow us on social media where we post whenever the music video is out, and also make sure to subscribe on MATATA's YouTube channel. That's where the music videos will come out, so I'll add the link in the description to their channel. If you like this video, consider subscribing and maybe share it with a friend or two. That helps us a lot. And if you haven't seen, we have released 3 new episodes of Making a Film Company on this YouTube channel, Season 3. You can press the link in the description or press the annotation appearing somewhere here. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Ha det bra. Ha det bra. Ha det bra.